This is a status hearing involving the Leon child.
Miss Angorani, you are a St. Francis Ministries permanency specialist.
Yes, sir.
In that capacity, you are familiar with Isabelle, who is this child is subject to this suit,
Yes, sir.
and she is currently placed where?
At the High Plains.
And that's in Amarillo.
Yes, sir, in Amarillo.
And is that placement meeting all of her needs at this time?
Yes, sir.
And making sure that she attends all of her mental health, medical, and dental appointments?
Yes, sir.
Any special issues or special needs with Isabelle that we need to bring to the court's attention today?
No, sir. She's doing great.
Child's father is Thomas Gomez. The child was placed in with him at the time of the removal. Have you been able to talk with Mr. Gomez?
Yes, sir.
Have you been able to develop a service plan with Mr. Gomez?
Yes, sir.
Was he a part of the discussions when you were developing your service plan?
Yes.
Did he acknowledge the services that you placed into your service plan?
Yes, sir.
Did you make a hard copy available for Mr. Gomez so that he could sign one?
Yes, sir. And it's translated in his language.
And did he sign that service plan?
Yes, sir.
And is that service plan on file with the court today?
Yes.
The service plan specifically tailored for the needs that Mr. Gomez needs in order to have Isabelle returned to his care?
Yes, sir, correct.
Are you asking today that the court make that service plan in order of the court?
Yes, sir.
Child's mother is Maria Jimenez, and she resides in Guatemala.
Correct.
Have you had contact with her?
Yes, sir. I did.
Have you had an opportunity to develop a service plan for her?
Yes, sir, I did.
And again, did you do that in consultation with Ms. Jimenez?
Yes.
Did she understand the services that you were putting into that service plan?
Yes, sir.
Have you had an opportunity to send her a hard copy of the service plan?
Yes, sir. I sent it to the Guatemala embassy and the consulate in
Do you
Dallas.
know? Okay. Do you know if she's had an opportunity to review it and sign it?
She has not signed it yet, sir.
You made an outline of the service plan that you made for Ms. Jimenez in your court report?
Yes.
And because you developed that with Ms. Jimenez, are you asking the court to approve that service plan today?
Yes, sir.
Though you have service plans in place, do you feel like it would still be unsafe to return Isabelle to either parent at this time?
Yes, sir.
And it would be contrary to her general welfare to do so?
Yes, sir.
Has Mr. Gomez begun working on the services in his service plan?
Yes, sir.
Is he exercising visits with Isabelle?
Yes.
Face-to-face or only virtual?
Face to face, sir.
And how long are those visits?
It's at this time it's once a week and it's 1 hour visit.
And has Ms. Jimenez had an opportunity to virtually contact Isabelle?
No, sir.
Is that partially because she's in Guatemala and she may not have the technology to be able to do that?
Yes, sir. Correct.
It's not something that we're specifically prohibiting. Is that correct?
Yes.
Today, are you asking then that Isabelle remain in the under the temporary managing conservatorship of the Texas Department of Family Protective Services?
Yes.
And that we leave her current placement where she's at?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Sass, I'm going to go ahead and let you go since we're not have the parents here. So thank you for showing up for us again and send us a bill.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Okay. Have a good rest of your week.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Grant, questions?
Ma'am, do you believe that the department's making all reasonable efforts available to you to reunite the family?
Yes, ma'am.
Pass the witness, Judge.
All right, thank you, Ms. Archer.
Yes, Miss Angorani, is the child seeing a therapist?
Yes,
Do you remember the name of the therapist?
not on top of my head, but I would find out and let you know.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, the child also Isabella wanted me to ask about if she can get her bangs cut, and I wasn't sure who has the authority to give permission. Do you know?
I will communicate with her father and ask her if she could.
Okay, great. Would you mind updating me after that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I
She's
know-
super sweet.
she's super sweet. I know
Yes,
further
ma'am.
questions, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Well, getting your bangs cut, that's a major issue for an 8-year-old, so we need to deal with that. Nerdy, is Isabella on any kind of psychotropic medications?
No, Judge.
Right, and I know she was not, she said when she was first removed, she was not going to school. Is she back in school now?
Yes,
What grade is she at her appropriate grade level?
yes. No, I mean, I think she's in second grade because of the language. Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right,
Yes.
anything else, Mr. Albee from the department?
No, Your Honor, we'll rest.
All right, Ms. Grant, any witnesses?
Oh, Your Honor, I'll rest.
Thank you. Ms. Archer, witnesses?
No witnesses, Judge.
All right, Ms. Archer, recommendations?
Yes, the child's doing great in her placement. She's very happy, and I'd recommend that she stay there and remain in the temporary care of the department.
All right, thank you. Ms. Ledbetter, Casa have anything to add?
Nothing to add, Your Honor. We are in agreement with Miss Archer. She's doing wonderful.
Okay. All right, then I will continue the department's temporary managing conservator, continue Isabella's current placement. I'll order the services for each parent as contained in their service plans. We'll have our next hearing, the initial permanency hearing, on January 9th, 2026. That will be by Zoom, just like today's hearing, so anyone can go on the court's online docket a day or two before January 9th to see exactly what time we'll have that hearing. Okay, we'll be in recess on this case. I'll be back at 9:30 to call a Deaf Smith County status hearing involving the Madrid children. So we'll be in recess till 9:30. Y'all have a good rest of your week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And
Thank
Judge, on that one, I am subbing for Vince Nowak.
Okay, all right. Thank you for telling me that. This is a status hearing involving the Madrid children.
Ms. Garcia, are you the current caseworker on the Madrid case?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and at this point in time, all parties have been served. There's no outstanding questions of paternity or anything like that, are there?
That's correct. There's not.
Okay, and in this case, is there any reason to believe that the Indian Child Welfare Act applies?
There actually is. Jessica has made she has made comments that possibly on Dad's side, on Mr. Madrid's side, there might be some Indian heritage. So we need to get more information from her in regards to that.
Okay, will that include be sending a notice out?
Yes.
Okay. And at this point in time, has a service plan been created for each parent?
Yes.
Okay, and was that made in collaboration, and did they sign it?
Yeah. Well, Jessica has not signed hers just yet, and Mr. Madrid, since he is in federal prison, we have not got it to him yet.
Okay, but you've been able to discuss it with both parents?
We've been able to discuss it with Jessica.
Okay, and is she in agreement at this time?
Yes, she is, and she's already started some of her services.
Great, and you filed those with the court?
Yes.
Okay, and are you asking that they be made orders of the court going forward following today's hearing?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and how are where are the kids placed right now?
They're in a kinship placement with their grandmother.
Okay, and how are they doing?
They're doing very well with her.
Okay, so the grandparents are able to meet their needs?
Yes, it's just grandmother. In the process, whenever we first placed the children, or the children were first placed there, and the home study was going through the process, her spouse did pass away.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Do the kids have any special needs?
At the moment, we're still pending testing on the oldest child because we do feel that he might need to get tested just to see if he's on the spectrum.
Okay, but grandmother is able to manage those needs and make sure that the child is accessing any evaluations or services that might be needed.
Yes.
Okay, are any of the children on any kind of psychotropic meds?
No, they're not.
Okay. And the grandmother, I assume, is the education decision maker?
Yes, she is.
Okay, but they're not school age yet, correct?
They're not school age, but they both do attend early pre-K programs there in Hereford.
Okay. Do we have any idea how long mom will be incarcerated for, or dad?
So mom is actually out, and I just actually got a text message from her saying that she is waiting in the waiting room. Um, so I'm not sure if that's something you guys could see, but mom is out.
Okay.
She's not in my waiting room.
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you, Judge. At this point in time, would it be safe to return the children to the mother now that she's out?
It would not.
Okay, and why is that?
Because we still feel that she needs to work her services so that she could get all of the parenting skills that she needs and she can get back on her feet so she could provide a stable environment for the kids.
Okay, and what reasonable efforts are being made to assist her in that process?
So we have done the family plan of service, which is tailored specifically to help Jessica with her needs so that she could be successful with her future with the kids.
Okay, and should at this time the department continue to have temporary managing conservatorship of the children?
Yes, they should.
Okay, and is that so that the mother can complete her services and hopefully be in a position to reunify?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and are these plans in the best interest of the children in this case at this time?
Yes, they are.
Okay, are there any additional orders that you're requesting that we haven't discussed?
No.
Okay, thank you. Pass the witness.
All right. Do you know, Miss Garcia, did Miss Barrientos, did she bond out? I mean, she was in for possession, manufacture and delivery. Did she bond out, or did she take a plea bargain? Or do
I
you know?
think to be honest with you, Judge, I am not sure. I just know that she is out, and she's still pending her criminal case.
Okay, that she must have bonded out. So, okay. All right, Miss Grant, questions?
Ms. Garcia, could you send me the phone number that Ms. Barrientos is using in the chat so that I may try to reach out to her?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I was unaware she was out. When was she released?
She was released, I want to say about a month ago.
Okay. So when did you last visit with her face to face?
I visited with her yesterday.
Okay. Do you know if she was aware of the need to contact me? Did that come up in your conversations?
She was aware that she needed to reach out to you. I don't know if she was aware that she needed to do it like before the court hearing.
Okay.
She said that she was going to reach out and she was going to work services is basically what
Okay.
conversation we had.
Okay. And if you did, and if you can't put the number in the chat, would you mind emailing me after this hearing so that I can get with her?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Thank you. Pass the witness, Judge.
All right, thank you, Miss Kincaid.
Thank you. Ms. Garcia, do you know Mr. Madrid's scheduled release date?
I do not know his scheduled release date.
If I said 2038, would that sound familiar to you?
That would.
Okay, and you said that the department has prepared a service plan for him, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
You sent that to him?
We need to get it sent out to him. Yes.
Okay, and are you aware if there are any services that he can work while he is there in the penitentiary?
From my understanding, he is in a low facility as far as security, so he would be able to do parenting classes and probably do the drug and alcohol course that we're requiring for him to do.
Okay, but he wouldn't be able to have visitation while in there, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Can you work with the facility to the best of your ability? I understand it's a federal facility and those are difficult to work with, but can you work with that facility to help him get started on those services?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. I'll pass a witness.
All right. Ms. Kincaid, have you had any conversations with him?
I haven't had conversations. I've sent letters, and nothing has been returned to my office as of this morning.
Okay. The only reason I ask, I'm still showing that he's an alleged father. So if that's the case, while we know where he's at, can we all kind of work on either getting him to sign an acknowledgement of paternity, or if he wants paternity testing, we might as well get that started. I know we're just at a status hearing, but we might as well start trying to deal with that. So
Yes, Your Honor, we can do that.
And Judge, just so the court's aware, we cannot do acknowledgement of paternities through the department. It has to go through the Office of the Attorney General.
okay, let's if we need to check with them. I mean, if he says he is the father, then we can do that simply by maybe even have Miss Kincaid announce that for him at our next hearing. So just however we need to do it. I just thought I'd bring it up since I still showed him as alleged. So okay.
And Your Honor, we did send Ms. Canada did send an inquiry, but I don't see one in the file, Leslie. We haven't received a response yet.
Are you
Okay.
talking about the Indian tribe?
No, the paternity registry.
Oh, yeah, I haven't gotten one back yet.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Okay. Miss Archer, questions?
I have no questions, Judge.
All right. Mr. Graff, anything further from the department?
No, Your Honor, the department rests and closes.
Okay. Ms. Grant, did you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor, we'll rest and close, and I'll get with Miss Barrientos as soon as I can locate her.
Okay. All right. Ms. Kincaid, witnesses?
No, Your Honor, I'd rest and close.
All right. Ms. Archer, recommendations?
Yes, I would recommend that the department remain TMC of both children and that their placement be continued.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Olivas, Costas, have anything to add?
No, sir. Kids are doing very well. I visited them yesterday, and recommendation is to stay at current placement.
Okay. Thank you. All right, then I will continue partner's temporary managing conservator, continue the kid's current placement with their grandmother. I'll order the services for each parent as contained in their service plan. We'll have our initial permanency hearing, our next hearing on January 9th, 2026. That will be by Zoom like today's hearing, so everyone can go on the court's online docket a day or two before January 9th to see what time we'll have that hearing. All right, I will be in recess till 10 o'clock, at which time I'll call a Gray County status hearing involving the Griffin children. So we will be in recess. Everybody have a good rest of your week. This is a status hearing involving the Griffin children. Mr. Harris is with us representing the children. Mr. Michelson is with us representing the father, Mr. Griffin. He's not with us, Mr. Michelson. Were you expecting him?
No, sir. He is, from what I understand, in the Dallas County Jail as a result of a revocation in Childress.
Okay.
Mr. Cole, you're a St. Francis Ministries permanency specialist.
Yes,
In that capacity, you are familiar with the two children the subject of this suit.
yes, I am.
Where are they currently placed?
It's 3 children.
Apologize. Are there
Somebody
3
said-
children? Do you know?
Yes,
And
there-
where are the children currently?
All right, start over. Everybody's talking over everybody. We got 3 children. We know that.
Okay.
Yes, there are 3 children and they are placed with their maternal grandmother in Gray County.
Is that placement meeting all of the children's needs at this time?
It is.
Is the relative caregiver, making sure that the children are attending all of their medical and dental appointments?
Yes.
Are there any special issues with any of the children that we need to make the court aware of today?
No, they're all healthy, no issues.
Children's mother is Jordan.
Excuse me, let me interrupt. Ms. Lucero, she's in the waiting room. Okay, for the record, Ms. Lucero has now joined us, and Ms. Lucero, your client, Ms. Parish, is with us also.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Talley.
Mr. Koval, the children of the mother is Jordan Parish.
Yes.
And were you able to develop a service plan with Miss Parish?
Yes.
And the children's father is Mr. James Griffin.
Yes.
Were you able to develop a service plan with Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Were those service plans developed at the same time?
They were.
And were Mr. Griffin and Miss Parish present when you were developing those service plans?
They were present at the single case plan meeting that we had at our office, and they joined virtually where we discussed services and came up with a plan for services. And then I finished developing the plan after that meeting.
And the services that you put in that plan, did the parents acknowledge they understood those services?
Yes.
And since the service plan was developed, have you sent hard copies to the respective parents for their signature?
I sent by email a copy to Jordan. I have not been able to send a copy to James because he is out of area right now. He, to my knowledge, is incarcerated, so I haven't been able to provide that to him yet.
Did Miss Parish sign the service plan?
She has not signed it.
Is it your understanding that Mr. Griffin is currently incarcerated due to a probation violation?
Yes.
Is that probation out of Childers County?
Yes, it is.
The plans that you developed, did you outline those in your court report?
I did.
And even though we don't have signatures from the parents, are you asking the court to approve those service plans as you outlined in your court report?
Yes.
Have you filed the unsigned service plans with the court?
Yes, I did.
In the meantime, has Ms. Parish begun working services?
She has not begun working services yet.
Have you discussed with her that the steps that she needs to take to begin working those services?
Yes. And I will add that she's only been back since last Friday because she went to Dallas with James and returned Friday. So we're kind of just this week beginning to get those services set up so that she can begin them.
Would you agree with me then that it would be unsafe to return these children home to Miss Parish?
I do.
And because Mr. Griffin's currently incarcerated, it'd be unsafe to return the children home to him?
Yes.
Wow.
And it would be contrary to the general welfare of all three children to be returned to their parents today?
Yes.
And are you asking then that the court continue the department as temporary managing conservator?
Yes.
Has either Miss Parish or Mr. Griffin been able to exercise visits with the children?
Yes, they have.
Are those visits face-to-face or virtual?
Face to face.
And virtual.
How long are those visits? What's their length of time and how often do they get them?
Once a week, face-to-face video visits for 1 hour in Gray County.
Are they allowed virtual visits also?
I haven't been involved in any virtual visit information. I'm not sure regarding that.
In the meantime, we're still working towards unification. We just haven't gotten very far at this point in time.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Koval. I'll pass witness, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Lucero. Any questions?
Just a couple, Your Honor. Mr. Koval, so now that Jordan's returned from the Dallas area, you stated you've had conversations with her and she's going to get started on her services, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then as far as the kids, they're placed with family. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And has Jordan expressed to you any issues about being able to get to and from services or anything like that? Has she expressed any type of concerns or no?
She hasn't expressed any concerns about
Wow.
transportation to me.
Okay. All right.
I do know that
Oh.
she doesn't have a vehicle though.
Okay.
But I did express to her when I met with them that if we need to provide transportation to services, we can certainly do that. Just need some advance notice to get that set up.
Okay. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Michelson?
Thank you, Your Honor. Notwithstanding James's current unavailability, he's been cooperative with the department.
For the limited time that we've worked with him, yes, he did attend the single case plan meeting, and then he sat down with me when I visited their home to discuss services.
Okay. And so you indicated he participated in planning.
He did.
Okay. And did he raise any objections to the proposed plan?
No, he didn't. He stated that he wanted to go to a rehab.
Okay. And you've made arrangements for that? Well,
No.
Well, he left town. He and Jordan left town and went to Dallas, supposedly, to get treatment. And he was, I believe, in a rehab when he was arrested on the warrant.
okay. And with respect to visits, I wasn't sure. Did James participate in those visits?
He did until he left town.
Okay.
He and Jordan were doing the visits together. And then I believe he was missing from one that she attended. And then the next week they both did not go to the visit because they were both out of town. So he's missed the last 3 weeks.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Your Honor, for this hearing, I don't have any questions.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Michelson, have you had conversations with your client?
Mr. Koval advised me that he had been arrested on the 15th. I have not contacted Dallas County. I expected to try to call him this afternoon.
Had you talked to him before he was incarcerated?
No, sir.
Okay. I bring that up because I'm still showing, just like our last case, I'm still showing he's an alleged father. So
okay.
If that's still the case, we know where he is, so he can, I guess, according, Leslie says we have to do acknowledgements of paternity through the AG's office, or maybe he can attend one of our hearings, or maybe he can authorize you to tell us whether or not he wants paternity testing.
If he's in custody at the time of the next hearing, I'll make arrangements to have an order submitted to Dallas County.
Okay.
Judge Graham,
Yes.
Just so you're aware, I did do a minute petition to show him as the presumed father after our last hearing because he had acknowledged that he was the father of the children. And I
Okay.
did notify the Indian tribe, and they sent a letter back first of, I guess last week. I did get it filed. They're stating that they are not showing that they are Indian children at this time.
Okay. So you're saying at our adversary hearing, he acknowledged he was the father?
Yes, he did, and I amended the petition to show that he was the father.
Okay. So Mr. Michelson, I don't necessarily have to do it now, but if he's acknowledged it on the record, I'll need to go ahead and adjudicate him at some point, but
Okay. Like I said, if he's still in custody at the time of the next hearing, I'll send an order to them after you've signed it.
okay. Well, I'll wait to do it then, but if he's already acknowledged it on the record, I'm going to do it at some point before we get to a final hearing. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, thank you. All right, Mr. Albee, anything further from the department?
No, Your Honor, we're ready.
All right, Ms. Lucero, do you have any witnesses?
Your Honor, I'd like to call Ms. Parish for just a few questions, please.
Okay. Ms. Parrish, if you'd turn your camera on, please.
Yes, sir. It keeps shutting off.
Well, okay, if it shuts off, that's okay as long as I can hear you. So if you'd raise your right hand, you swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Lucero.
Thank you, Your Honor. Jordan, have you received by email from Mr. Koval the service plan that sets forth all the services that you need to complete during the
Yes, ma'am.
pendency of this case? Okay. And so you know who to contact and things like that to get working on your services, right?
I did not until he sent the email.
Okay. All right then. But you have that information now, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you heard him, Mr. Koval testify that if by chance you don't, you're having transportation issues, if you can call him in advance, like a couple of days in advance that you need a ride, or maybe the day before, but probably not the day of, because it takes them a bit to get transportation set up. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're visiting with your kids. How are those visits going?
They're going good. It's kind of hard because I have 2 toddlers that are now both
Right.
walking.
Right.
And they like to go run around and play, and there's really nothing for them to play with in there. I brought toys to the last meeting that I was at with them, and it's just kind of hard because there's nowhere for them to play. We can't really
Right.
go outside or in the gym part of the church or anything.
Okay. All right then. Well, possibly maybe as you begin to work services, we can ask maybe for those visits to be moved. Okay. Did you
Yes,
have any questions or anything you needed to advise the court of today?
No, not really.
Okay. All right then. Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Albee, any questions for her?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Taylor, any questions?
Your Honor, just briefly. Ma'am, did you get to celebrate Madison's first birthday with her?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right. How'd that visit go? Was that a good one?
It was a really good visit. It would have been better if we could have attended the birthday party for her, but I had fun. She
Good.
had fun.
Okay.
They all had fun.
I'm glad. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Pass witness.
All right. Anything else? All right. Ms. Parrish, if you'll get busy on those services, do you have a good relationship with your mom?
I do.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I tried to start doing the services that they were wanting us to do that Mr. Alvey had talked to us about the last court hearing. And we were told, anyways, yes, I'm ready to start them.
And do you live in Pampa too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Koval, are you aware of anything that if the maternal grandmother is willing to supervise the visits, are you aware of anything that you would be concerned about that?
I would not be concerned about that. Again, I haven't spoken with the grandmother about that and her comfort level with it, but.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you then.
Judge, may I speak to that?
I've got Ms. Katz raising her hand, and
Okay.
who else?
Um,
Go ahead. Ms. Katz, go ahead. You're muted now.
unmuted.
Now
Can
you're
you hear
unmuted.
me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. I did just visit with the grandmother 2 or 3 days ago concerning the visits. She is back to work. When the kids were first placed in her care, she did take just a little bit of a leave of absence, but now that she is back at work, the timing of the visits is a concern because it's right in the middle of the day, right at their nap time. She's at work. She doesn't have the transportation to take them always. So that we do need to have a communication there to get all of the parties on the same page, so to speak, so that it works for everybody.
Right. So mom doesn't drive, and grandma doesn't drive, correct?
No, grandma drives. Grandma has a full-time job.
Okay. Well, we can arrange. I mean,
yes. So the
she
timing is where.
Excuse me. She doesn't work 7 days a week, does she?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, that shouldn't be a problem just to change the visitation time to when she's off. So.
Good. Thank you.
Ms. Parish, you got your hand up.
Yes, sir. My mom had asked us before today if we would be okay with doing our visits on the same day, just in the evening. And then our visits were from 10 to 11 or 11 to 12, but they had changed it just yesterday. The lady that does our visitation had messaged me and said that they were going to start doing them from 9 to 10. So that's what the visit time was today. But if we could do it on a weekend when my mom is off, she's off every weekend.
Well, that's why I'm saying I don't micromanage these things. I'm saying that your mother can supervise the visits. I'm not going to try to say that when it'll be.
Okay. Sorry.
Now, does your mom get along with Mr. Griffin?
Yes and no.
Okay, that's all I need to hear. Okay. All right, then let's see, where were we? Miss Lucero, do you have any other witnesses?
No other witnesses. If the department would just look into possibly the grandmother supervising at least Jordan's visits, maybe make it easier for everybody with transportation, I'd appreciate it. And if the court is okay with that.
Okay. Mr. Michelson, did you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Harris, any witnesses?
No, sir.
All right, then. Okay, then, Mr. Harris, recommendation?
Your Honor, just to remain status quo, if grandma can be the supervisor for at least mom's visits, I think that would work. And then they can work around the children's nap schedules.
Okay, all right then. All right, Ms. Couts, anything to add that we haven't already talked about?
Not at this time, thank you.
All right, okay. Then I will continue the department as temporary managing conservator. I'll continue the children's current placement with the maternal grandmother. I'll order the services for each parent is contained in their service plan. And I will order that Miss Parish's visitation be supervised by the maternal grandmother if she's so agreeable. It's up to the maternal grandmother. If she'll do that, fine. But it's only for Miss Parish. Mr. Griffin, I don't want to create any conflict, so his visitation will still be supervised by St. Francis if he gets out. I did have one question, if anybody knows the answer. I showed that he had served a 9-year sentence for manufactured delivery, but I show he's on a probation violation now. All right, Ms. Parish, you're shaking your head again.
Yes, sir. He's never been convicted on any kind of drug charge. He was on probation. It was 6 years deferred adjudicated probation. The drug charges in his charges from that probation thing that it's showing, the part of his agreement for the probation was that they would drop all of his drug charges and he would sign for 6 years deferred on the tampering. But as of today, he's never been convicted of a drug charge. I'm the one that has a conviction of a drug charge.
I knew you did. Well, I read a wrong report then, because I showed he served a 9-year sentence for manufacture and delivery. So
no, sir.
So you're saying he's on probation for tampering, and now they're trying to revoke him on that tampering charge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Judge, if I may, Mr. Griffin was picked up by Pampa PD for a possession charge.
He has not been found
that was
guilty.
very recent.
All right, excuse me, Ms. Parish, quit interrupting us. All right, just quit interrupting us, please. I'm listening to Mr. Koval now, not you. Go ahead, Tim.
Yes, Judge, he was picked up on a possession charge. He was arrested and bonded out, and I believe that's why the active warrant was out of Childress, was for that possession charge being a revocation of his probation.
Okay, so you're saying he's being revoked on a drug charge and she's saying it's on a tampering charge.
My
Judge, I
understanding,
don't. Judge, I think what Mr. Cole is saying is that he was on probation for the tampering charge. He got arrested for a possession charge. The arrest was what caused him to be his probation to be revoked out of Childers County.
Okay, so Ms. Parish must be wrong. He's got a pending drug charge and he's got a revocation on a tampering charge.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay. Then our next hearing, well, let me go ahead. Our initial permanency hearing, our next hearing will be on January 21st, 2026. That will be by Zoom, just like today's hearing. So parties and attorneys, the parties can ask their lawyers or anyone can go on the court's online docket a day or two before January 21st to see exactly what time that hearing will take place. Ms. Parish, I need to admonish you today. Those services contained in your service plan become a court order today. At a final hearing, if you haven't worked those services, the court can consider the fact that you haven't worked those services before rendering a final judgment. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. That will conclude this hearing. I will be back here real quickly. We're behind already to call a Gray County status hearing on the Williams child. So we'll be in recess. Everybody have a good rest of your week.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
thank you, Judge.
This is a status hearing involving Nobley Williams, the child.
Ms. Cook, you're a St. Francis Ministries permanency specialist.
I am.
In that capacity, you are familiar with Nobley Williams, the child is subject to this suit.
Yes, I am.
And where is she currently placed?
She is placed in Amarillo, in Amarillo with family members.
And is that placement meeting all of her needs at this time?
Yes, they are.
Making sure that Nobley attends any medical and dental appointments that she's been asked to attend.
Yes.
Any specific concerns about her current placement?
No.
Any special issues or special needs that have arisen that we need to make the court aware of?
No.
Child's mother is Miss Jara Williams.
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to sit down with Miss Williams and develop a service plan?
Yes.
And did you talk about the services that you wanted to put in that service plan with Miss Williams?
Yes.
And did she acknowledge she understood the services you were requesting?
Yes, she did understand them.
Are there some services that she has objected to at this time?
Yes.
What are those?
She does not believe that we should do drug screening on her. The way women anger and violence, she does not believe she should do. And then I believe that was all that we really asked for. She agreed to parenting and agreed to the individual therapy.
And as far as the WAVE program, what was the reasons that you wanted to put the WAVE program into effect for Miss Williams?
Due to the forensic interviews done on the children, stating that the violence occurring in the home was between both mother Jara and the father David Sean Williams, and then a recent video that is circulated showing that she was also the perpetrator.
And I understand that there's been some issues getting authorizations for Miss Williams to begin her WAVE program.
Yes, yeah. I have been in contact frequently with Family Support Services, making sure that those service authorizations are correct on their end so that can be paid for by St. Francis.
So you're doing what you can to make sure that the payments are being made.
Yes, sir.
The drug screening request was also due to some allegations in the original intakes that we received.
Correct.
And to alleviate any need for additional drug screens, are you asking for an OSAR evaluation to be taken?
Yes, sir.
An OSAR evaluation would give recommendations for any possible rehabilitation steps.
Correct, including drug testing if they recommend that.
Mr. Williams tested positive for illegal substances prior to the child's removal.
Correct.
And we're concerned that there might have been usage on both parties.
Correct.
Even though Miss Williams's testing was negative.
Correct. There were concerns of her dyeing her hair.
So even though Miss Williams has objected to those portions of the service plan, you're asking the court to go ahead and include those in today's orders?
Yes, we are.
Has Miss Williams begun her counseling?
Yes, she has.
And are you aware that she also has an individual counseling that was not provided by St. Francis?
Yes, I am.
And have you asked Miss Williams to complete a release of information so that we can talk with that counselor?
Yes.
Do you know if Miss Williams has completed that release of information at this time?
Yes, she just returned it to me on Monday, and I have sent it over to that therapist.
Mr. Williams have you also had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Williams about developing a service plan?
Yes, I have.
And was he cooperative in completing the service plan?
Yes, he was.
Let me.
Were there any?
Excuse me, Mr. Alley. Taylor, I've got your dad in the waiting room. You want me to bring him in?
Shouldn't be.
Well, he
He
is.
should be at the house.
Well, I don't show him on any other hearings today except for this one. So let's just see if.
Last time it was my mom under his name. If it's the same
That's
thing
probably
again.
what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's mom. It's placement.
Okay, well, does anybody object to her being in?
I do not have any objections, Your Honor.
I believe Jennifer sent her the link, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, so let the record reflect that Rick Harris shown up on our screen is actually the relative, I guess, maternal grandmother, is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, go ahead then.
Thank you. When you developed your service plan with Mr. Williams, did he make any objections to any of the services you asked for him to complete?
No, he did not.
Do you know if he has begun working any services at this time?
Yes, I know that he has completed a few parenting classes for me. He has set up an intake with BIP, and I believe he's reached out for, I don't know if he's completed therapy sessions, but I know that he's reached out to that therapist. She was out of the office for a couple of weeks.
And did you send him a copy to be signed?
I actually met with him in person. He signed my copy and I left him a copy of his own.
And did you file that signed copy with the court?
Yes, I did.
I didn't ask you, did Miss Williams sign a service plan?
She did not.
Okay. Are you asking today that Mr. Williams' signed service plan be ordered by this court?
Yes, I am.
In the meantime, has Miss Williams been exercising visits with Novelty?
Excuse me. Yes, she has.
Those face-to-face visits?
Yes, they are weekly face-to-face.
And is Mr. Williams exercising visits with Novelty?
Yes, he is.
And are those also face-to-face visits?
Yes, weekly face-to-face.
And are all those visits supervised?
At this time, yes, they are.
Do you, in your opinion, is it safe to return Novelty to either parent today?
Not in my opinion, no, sir.
And do you believe that it's contrary to the Novelty's general welfare to return her to either parent today?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe that Miss Williams and Mr. Williams need to continue working their services, work their service plan before we begin working towards returning Novelty?
I do.
We're asking them for the court to continue the department as temporary managing conservator of Novelty
Yes.
and for Novelty's placement to continue with the maternal grandparent.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll pass it with Ms. Shore.
All right, thank you. Tori, did I understand you right that Miss Williams is seeing a personal counselor, plus she's also seeing the St. Francis assigned counselor?
Yeah, the provider that we gave only does sessions every other week, and she was wanting to finish her 6 sessions quite quickly, so she chose a provider of her own.
Okay.
I did tell her about the release of information, which she has provided, so I can get those therapy notes from that counselor.
So we're okay going forward with that counselor, we're not going to make her do 2 separate counselors, correct?
No, as long as that counselor is willing to share her therapy notes, we can move forward with that.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Ms. Archer, questions?
Yes. So as far as you know, how many sessions have been completed with the counselor?
She has completed with our provider a psychosocial in 2 sessions, and with her provider 4 sessions.
And was the department requiring 6 total sessions?
That is correct. I would prefer that them all be with one provider, but yes, 6 sessions was what was asked.
Let me interrupt. I'm sorry, Mr. Archer, just a second. Mr. Williams has just joined the waiting room. Let's get him in. All right, for the record, David Williams, the father, has finally joined our session. So go ahead now, Ms. Archer.
And one of your original concerns was the violence in the home, is that right?
That is correct.
But Mr. Williams and Miss Williams are no longer together, is that right?
To my knowledge, no, they are not.
Okay. And as far as the drug screening on the first hair follicle, was that positive or negative?
For Mrs. Williams?
For Miss Williams.
It was negative.
So why is the department still concerned about drug usage?
She did dye her hair before the hair follicle drug screen.
Okay. Is that uncommon for women to dye their hair?
No, it's not uncommon. But I mean, I don't know if the department investigations told her not to dye her hair or not, but it can look like she's concealing drug use.
And if she did dye her hair, would that skew the result of the hair follicle?
Yes, 100%.
So if she did one more drug test and it was negative, would that alleviate the department's concerns?
If she were willing to do a hair follicle.
Okay. And since the tests were negative, the hair and the urine, and the husband and wife, the husband's no longer in the home, why do you think there's a continuing danger to the child?
Even though I am aware that Miss Williams did get a protective order, however, even though she was the one who got that order, she does continue to contact Mr. Williams quite frequently. And there should be no reason for that since they are not currently co-parenting together. So I am concerned that, one of them will reach out to each other or get back with one another.
Would the department be opposed to more visits with mom and the child?
No.
I'll pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Barfield.
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, what is Mr. Williams needing to do? He's on here now. What is he still needing to do to complete his services?
So he needs to complete his BIP program. I believe an intake has been completed. He needs to complete an OSAR. On that, it is up to the provider to reach out to him. I'm not sure if that provider has reached out yet. He needs to continue individual therapy and complete that, and then parenting classes, which he has been doing.
So so he has started parenting classes, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
He had, and so has he started all those services to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, besides the OSAR, but that is not to his fault. That would be the provider.
Okay, thank you very much. And are the visits going well to your knowledge?
Yes, they go very well.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
All right. Corey, has Mr. Williams provided a hair strand and UA drug screen?
Not since the initial one, no, sir. I have not asked him to go.
Okay. Are you asking him to go today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, then Mr. Harris.
Your Honor, for this hearing, no questions. I believe they've all been covered.
Okay, all right, thank you. Mr. Albee, anything further from the department?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
We'll
thank
pass.
you. Ms. Archer, any witnesses?
Yes, I'd like to call my client.
All right.
Gerald Williams.
Ms. Williams, if you'd unmute, please, and raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Archer.
Jared, what services are you opposed to?
None.
Okay. Did you dye your hair to try to skew drug results?
No, I did not.
Do you routinely dye your hair?
Yes, I do.
The report claims that you take no responsibility in the reasons for removal. Is that true?
No.
Okay. Do you take any responsibility?
Yes, I do.
As far as a counseling, how long have you seen this counselor?
I just started back. I've seen him in the past. He's been seeing my oldest son for about 8 years, and he's seen all of my kids at some point. So he's familiar with our family, and I thought it would be a good idea for me to speak with him since he kind of knows our background and different things. So he's able to see me weekly, and it's really helped me a lot talking with him.
And you signed the releases for the department, correct?
Yes, I did.
And do you plan to continue going to counseling even after you get your child back?
Yes.
As far as Mr. Williams, are you still reaching out to him, and why?
Not for any reason other than when he left my home however many weeks ago, he was supposed to be served the protective order with a sheriff with him so that he could have time to go to my house and get his things while the sheriff was there, but that never happened. It took them 10 or more days to find him. And so I have all of his things, and I've just been putting them in my garage. And the only reason I would have to contact him was be to like say, hey, like, are you going to get this stuff, or what do I do with it? And then also we had a business together, things on my grandpa's property, which my grandpa's passed, and my dad needs things moved. So it's things related to basically his stuff that I have, nothing more.
Do you have any intention of getting back together with him?
No.
And you have no intention of hanging out with him or letting him around the kids?
No, not at all.
And so you're willing to do the OSAR, is that what you said?
Yes, I have explained to everyone I'm willing to do whatever they want me to do. The only reason I did not sign when Tori brought that to me is because I thought we had reached a settlement in our last court, which was 6 parenting classes and 6 counseling sessions, which I agreed to, no problem. When she brought me that, she said, if you don't agree with this, don't sign it, send it to your lawyer, and that's what I did. I still was willing to do anything, and I still reached out at least 20 times to start my WAVE program, and it still has not happened. And as of yesterday afternoon, they have not received payment from CPS.
And you sent me the text saying that, correct?
Yes. Yes. I've never been opposed to doing it. I just thought we reached a settlement and that's what I agreed to. So that's what I thought I was supposed to do.
And you're hoping to have your child back as soon as possible, correct?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Alvey, any questions for Ms. Williams?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Barfield?
No, sir.
Mr. Harris?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then, Ms. Archer, any other witnesses?
No other witnesses, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Barfield, any witnesses?
I'll call David Williams briefly, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Williams, if you'd unmute and turn on your camera, please.
Mr. Williams, you signed on just a little bit late. Now, you have started your services, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about what you're supposed to be doing right now?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, in regards to the BIP class, you have had your initial intake.
Yes.
Have you started any of those classes?
I've done 3 of them.
Okay, great. As far as visits, have they been going okay?
Yes, yes. Me and my daughter, we're inseparable.
Good. Now, in regards, there's been some testimony about communications between you and Miss Williams. Did you hear her testimony regarding the nature of those communications?
Yes.
Was that testimony accurate in regards to y'all have some lingering property issues and business issues that need to be resolved?
Yes, we do have I have all my stuff still, a lot of stuff over there. Yes.
Did you hear her testify that she had no intent to get back to y'all with you as a couple?
Yes.
Do you share the same view given the circumstances?
Yes.
Okay. Is it your plan to just continue working services?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have no further question, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Alvey, any questions?
No, Your Honor, I have no questions.
Ms. Archer?
No questions.
Mr. Harris?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right. All right, then, Mr. Harris, did you have any witnesses?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right, then recommendations, Mr. Harris?
Your Honor, just status quo placement to remain the same. Service plans will be made in order of the court. And I don't have an issue with increasing visitations based on clean drug screens.
Okay. Ms. Williamson, Casa, have anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like for Miss Williams to not alter her hair.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, give me just a second. Okay, then, I will continue the department as temporary managing conservator. I'll continue the children's current placements. I'll order the services for each parent as contained in their service plan. I'll order both parents to both hair strand and UA drug screen by 4 p.m. today. If all those drug screens, well, for each parent, if both hair and UA drug screen are negative, then I'll order increased visitation. I don't try to set out exactly how much or how to do it because that's just, I don't know what the availability is. So, and then I'll order Miss Williams not to dye or otherwise alter her hair during the pendency of this case. And just so both parents understand what we're going to do, we're getting new hair strand and UA drug screens today, and then you're both have all part of your service plan is to do this OSAR evaluation. My experience having done this as long as I have, OSAR evaluation may say, I don't recommend anything because they both are coming back with negative hair strand and UA drug screens. So we'll just get that off the table. That's why I'm ordering that we do it this way. So it'll simplify things in the future, I think. So, okay, that will conclude this hearing. For those of you involved, I'll be back here very shortly since we're running a little behind to call a permanency hearing on a Gray County case involving the Bentley child. So we'll be in recess. Everybody have a good rest of your week. This is a permanency hearing involving the Bentley child.
Mr. Outley, you're a St. Francis Ministries permanency specialist? Yes. In that capacity, you are familiar with Adeline Bentley, the child subject to this suit? Yes. And where is she currently placed?
She currently placed with Kimberly Hillman in Alvin, Texas.
And is that placement meeting all of her needs at this time?
Yes.
Any special issues or special needs that we need to make the court aware of today?
No, sir.
Is Adeline meeting all of her developmental milestones?
Yes.
Child's mother is Maria Greenwald, and she was ordered to work services. Is she continuing to work the services that she was ordered?
She's doing her, she has an in-home therapist. She's doing her parenting classes through family guidance and outreach. She hasn't started we haven't found a domestic support group yet. We've emailed her different sites, but I don't think they started them yet.
Maria is still very young.
Yes.
Remind me how old she is.
She'll be 17 in December, so she's 16 right now.
And there were some concerns that had been brought forth about her struggling to find a balance between being a child still and trying to raise a child. Is that still a concern?
Yes.
Is that being addressed in counseling sessions?
Yes.
Is she able to exercise visits with Adeline at this time?
Yes.
And are those face-to-face visits?
Yeah, she does in person every other week. She was doing 2 hours. Now they have been increased to 4 hours.
So we're working towards building the bond necessary so that she can have this child on a full-time basis.
Yes.
And that's still a goal in this case.
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with me that she hasn't quite reached the level that it would be safe to return Adeline full-time to her?
Yes, I agree with you.
And it would be contrary to Adeline's general welfare to return Adeline to Maria today.
At this time, no.
As Austin Bentley is the father to this child, and
yes,
he was also ordered to work services. Have you had contact with Mr. Bentley?
Like finally, he contacted me contacted me last Friday because it was Adeline's birthday. He wanted to see her, so I got that set up where he could see her during our birthday parties. But I have he changes the emails and his phone number's not working. He changes the emails constantly, but I did make contact with him last week.
And is he aware that he needs to be working services?
Yes, because he said he started, when I did talk to him last week, he said he starts counseling this week, but he didn't give me a specific date. And I emailed him the online parenting to start those, but he hasn't told me if he started those or not yet. But he did say he started counseling this week.
When you talked with him on Friday, was he still residing in Arkansas?
Yes.
And you would agree with me that because he's done little to no work on his services, that it would be unsafe to return Adeline to his care at this time?
Yes, I agree.
And because he's had minimum contact with Adeline and no real face-to-face time with her, that it would be unsafe for Adeline to be given to him.
Yes.
And it would be contrary to her general welfare to do so.
Yes.
Are you therefore asking that the court continue the department as temporary managing conservator and that we leave Adeline in her current placement?
Yes, sir.
Vice Witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Michelson.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you testified before, Marie is currently in school, correct?
Yes.
Is she in public school or?
Yes, she attends public school. I can't remember which one it is, but she does go to public school.
Okay, and you indicate she's about 17, so she's a junior?
Yes.
Okay, and has there been any issues with school?
So far, no.
Okay, and how has her behavior been in foster care?
Been pretty good the last month and a half or two. She did have a boyfriend, and she would like run to. I don't think they're talking anymore since, and she's on her medication, so everything is going fine right now.
Okay. And so no current complaints with foster care?
No.
Okay. And you indicated she's attending online parenting classes?
Yes.
Okay. And she's going to counseling. So what issues are still outstanding for her?
She needs to join a domestic violence support group. She has not started those yet.
Okay. Are plans to arrange that, or are you waiting for her to complete these services that she's currently doing, or what's
like we're emailing her different like groups that are online. We're just waiting for her to establish and start those.
okay? And I recently received an email. Is it the intention of the department to eventually transition her to a least restrictive environment?
I haven't been like told anything about that, but I believe so. But I haven't really been told much about that.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Right. So Antar, you're providing her links to do this domestic violence support group, but it's up to her to contact those links and pick one and get started on it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's what she needs to be doing. Okay. All right, Miss Archer, questions?
Yes, Antar, you said that Dad reached out to you so that he could attend the child's birthday. Is that right?
Yes, he wanted to like just see her through virtual, but he just wanted a chance to tell her happy birthday. So
Do you know if he was able to do that?
yes, I set in on I like set up the teams meetings and I'll watch them. Yes, I will observe them talking to her.
Well, thank you for doing that. I'll pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Kincaid?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Outley, would there be any route whereby Adeline could be placed in the same foster home with mom, or is that not an option right now?
Right now, we're looking for it. We're looking to find something like that's similar to that, but right now we haven't found anything.
Okay, so Adeline's placement isn't willing to be placement for Marie?
At this time, no.
Okay, and are there any home studies pending?
No.
Do we have have we reached out to any family to try to find somebody that might be interested in placement?
Austin's sister in Arkansas, she's interested, but only if both rights are terminated.
Okay. And just as a matter of housekeeping, is Adeline on any kind of prescription medications?
No.
Okay, is she receiving any kind of ECI services?
No, she's a Bentley on target, doing very well.
Okay, thank you. I'll pass witness.
All right, thank you. So Antar, Austin's sister, she would be placement, but she wants to adopt, right? So that's why she doesn't want placement unless the parents are terminated.
Yes.
Okay.
She wants it to be a permanent thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyone else have any further questions for Mr. Outley? All right, then, Mr. Outley, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, I'll rest.
Thank you. Mr. Michelson, witnesses.
No witnesses. I rest, Your Honor.
Ms. Archer?
No witnesses. I'll rest.
Ms. Kincaid?
No witnesses. I'll rest.
All right, Ms. Kincaid, recommendations?
Continue the department as temporary managing conservator, continue the current placements. I think if we can continue to increase visits between mom and Adeline, I think that would be beneficial for the long term. I'm just concerned about where we're going with this if mom is going to be in placement. So just keep looking for somewhere for both, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe if she keeps progressing on her services, maybe we'll come up with a place that will take both her and the child, and that would be an ultimate, that'd be a good thing. So if we're not quite there, we could even do a monitored return and just be sure she's able to take care of the kiddo on her own. So, okay, Ms. Williamson, anything else to add?
We have nothing more to add. We're in agreement with Ms. Kincaid.
Okay. All right, then I will continue the department's temporary manager conservator, and I will continue Adeline's current placement. I'll set a final in this case for November 19th, 2025. It will be by Zoom like today's hearing, so parties can ask their lawyers or anyone can go on the court's online docket a day or two before November 19th to see exactly what time we'll have that hearing. We will be in recess. I will be back here in about 5-10 minutes or so to call another Gray County case. That's an initial permanency hearing on the Blaylock child. So we'll be in recess. Everybody have a good rest of your week.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is my last hearing. Could I be excused?
Yes, sir. You may. Have a good rest of your week.
Thank you, sir.
Same question, Judge, may I be excused?
Yes,
Thank
ma'am. This is an initial permanency hearing on the Blaylock child.
Ms. Harmon, you are the St. Francis Ministries permanency specialist who is overseeing Everly Blaylock's case.
I am, yes.
And where is Everly currently placed?
She is currently placed in Clarendon, Texas, in a kinship home with her great-grandparents.
And is that placement meeting all of her needs at this time?
Yes, they're meeting all of her needs and more.
And is she doing well in that placement?
Everly has been doing fantastic since being placed with her great-grandparents. She's definitely speaking more and making more noises. She's walking everywhere. She's getting into everything, really. She's doing absolutely fantastic where she's at.
There would be no special issues or special concerns concerning Everly that you need to bring to the court's attention today.
That is correct.
Everly's mother is Brooklyn Lambright.
Yes.
Miss Lambright's been ordered to work services. Has she begun working those services?
Yes, for the most part she has. I did speak with her counselor for individual counseling, Peggy Skinner, and she has not attended one session of that, which I will address with Brooklyn to see what's kind of going on with that, because she has been maintaining employment, maintaining a stable housing, and she was recently referred again for a psychological assessment. So she is actively working. We're just working out the kinks with the individual counseling.
There were some concerns at the first of this case that Miss Lambright might be using illegal substances. Are you routinely drug screening her?
I have not drug screened her yet, no, but I can get that done. I can get the service authorization sent in today so we can get her in this week.
And are you asking then that the court order that she drug screened today or tomorrow?
Yes.
And where is she currently living?
She's currently living in McLean, Texas.
So she would drug screen in Pampa, maybe?
Yes, I believe that's where we would send her.
In the meantime, because she's not completed all of her services and specifically she's not done individual counseling, do you think it would be unsafe to return Everly to her care today?
I do agree with that statement.
And contrary to Everly's general welfare to do so?
Yes, sir.
Child's father is Rance Blaylock.
Yes, that is correct.
And he's also been ordered to work services. Is he actively participating in the services?
Yes, Mr. Blaylock is. He sees Mr. Richard Gatlin virtually for individual counseling and has completed a psychological as well. He maintains contact with myself, and he has stable employment, stable housing. He has also been attending his visits with Everly.
And are there any concerns with his visits with Everly?
There are not, no.
Is there any particular reasons or any services that he has not completed that we need that he needs to complete before we can consider reunifying Everly with him?
No, sir. I don't believe there are any further services.
Has he completed all of his services?
He has not completed all of his services. He is still actively working with individual counseling and working with Mr. Gatlin on that. We do not yet have a recommendation from Mr. Gatlin to cease that service.
Are we? How much visitation is he? Let me back up. How much visitation is Brooklyn Lambright receiving with Everly at this point in time?
I believe she is receiving about 3 hours a week.
And has that been increased recently?
We are wanting to increase that, yes.
How much time is Mr. Blaylock exercising with Everly at this time?
About 2 hours a week on the weekends.
And again, are we asking, are we satisfied with that, or does there need to be an increase in visits with him?
There can definitely be an increase with visits if he so wishes. We have no problem with that.
Is there any particular reason that we don't return Everly to Mr. Blaylock at this point in time?
We're still working on, the reasons for removal of this and the concerns that were noted originally, as well as Mr. Blaylock not completing his service plan as of yet and not having counselor recommendations.
So really, his need to continue counseling is the reason we can't return Everly to him.
Yes.
And so it would be unsafe to do so.
Yes,
And contrary to Everly's general welfare to do so.
that is correct.
Are you asking the court to continue the department as temporary managing conservator of Everly and to continue Everly's placement with the great grandparents?
Yes.
I'll pass witness, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Harmon, the parents have they to date they've not been drug tested?
That is correct.
Okay, so we're basically just going to drug test them so we can. Do we suspect drug use, or we just want to be sure that we're safe that they're not using drugs and wipe that off the slate?
I have not been concerned with any type of drug use with them, but I do agree with you that it would be nice to cross this off of our list just to ensure it.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Ms. Lucero, questions?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Harmon, as far as the visits between Brooklyn and Everly, you had stated y'all are looking to maybe increase. What type of increase are you looking at, and is placement okay with that?
Yes, just maybe an hour or more when both Brooklyn and placement are available. Placement doesn't have any issues monitoring those visits as long as they are in the home, so it's not too intrusive.
Okay. And as far as I see that y'all sent in a new referral for Stonebridge for the psychological evaluation for Miss Lambright. And does she have that information? Is she supposed to call them and set that up? Is that on her to get that done?
No, it is on Stonebridge calls. I will follow up with Stonebridge today though to see if they had yet made contact with her, as I did put in the referral on the 9th. But I will ensure that they do reach out and make sure that I have Brooklyn's new number sent in with that referral.
Okay, all right then. And then again, she needs to get, I guess, started on her counseling. Is that correct? With Miss Peggy Skinner?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and that's virtually, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right then. And as far as visits, if y'all are looking to increase, then I'd assume that the visits are going well.
Yes, the visits are going very well. Brooklyn gets there on time. She takes care of Everly the entire time she's there. She doesn't put anything on placement. There have been no issues at all.
All right then, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Who's supervising the visits for the parents?
It is placement, Donna and Bill Barnes.
Okay, are they maternal great grandparents or paternal?
Maternal.
And they're supervising both mom and dad's visits?
Yes.
And obviously that seems to be going well. There's no animosity between them?
No, they've had no issues. I did ask as soon as I was informed that Mr. Blaylock and Miss Lambright had separated if they were still comfortable doing Mr. Blaylock's visits, and they had no problems with it, continuing to do that for them.
Okay, good. That's much better to do it in a family setting. I thank the great grandparents for doing that. So, All right, Ms. Grant, questions?
I wanted to ask, how many counseling sessions has the father completed so far?
Yes, so upon writing this court report, he had done 4.
Okay, and we normally see initial 6 at a minimum and then more if necessary, correct?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Do you have any indications so far that those counseling sessions are not going well, or do they seem to be going okay?
They seem to be going well from Mr. Gatlin's notes.
Okay, and has Mr. Blaylock missed any of those sessions, or has he completed them timely?
He missed 2 sessions, but he rescheduled them as soon as after.
Okay. As far as the reasons for removal, was part of the reasons for removal in this case related to the relationship between the mother and the father?
Yes, that is correct.
And the mother and father no longer reside together, correct?
Yes,
And they do not intend to continue a relationship to your knowledge, correct?
that is correct.
Okay. And so reunification with the parents at this time would be in their separate individual homes. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as an increase for Mr. Blaylock, is there the possibility of starting some unsupervised visits here and there, or is that something you would need to staff with your supervisor?
That's something I would need to staff with my supervisor and program director.
Okay. At the point that you believe we're ready for that, is that something you'll go forward with on your own as soon as we're ready?
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Blaylock has expressed to you that he wants Everly in his home as soon as possible, correct?
That is correct.
Does he have a proper home and room and everything she needs in his home?
I know he has a bassinet, I believe, for her. There might be a couple more needed additional items, but when we do begin to look at reunification, that's something we can assist with. But the
Okay.
home is appropriate, yes.
Okay. And does he have anybody so far that you've approved as a caregiver, or does he need to provide you with some names for people he might be using?
I will definitely need some additional names as backup caregivers.
Okay, so Mr. Blaylock should then email you any person in his family or life that he may be choosing to assist with caregiving, and you'll do a background check for that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Barfield, did I ask you before if you had questions?
I have no questions, Judge, just a recommendation.
All right. All right, then, Mr. Albee, did you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, we'll rest.
Thank you. Ms. Lucero, witnesses?
Your Honor, I don't have any witnesses, just ask that Ms. Lambright's visits be increased as we've discussed today, and if unsupervised visits are also appropriate for her for the department to consider that. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Let's see then. Then anyone after Ms. Grant, did you have any witnesses?
Your Honor, I would just briefly call Mr. Blaylock since I'm not his regularly assigned attorney.
Okay. Mr. Blaylock, if you raise your right hand, please. You swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Rance, did you understand the answers that your caseworker gave to the questions I asked?
Yes.
So you understand you need to provide names for people in your life that will be assisting you with care for Everly should she be placed in your home?
Yes, I do.
Is there anything that you wanted to ask for today other than increased visitation and reunification as soon as possible?
Nope, that's it.
Thank you. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, does anyone else have questions for Mr. Blaylock? All right.
No, Your Honor.
All right, then. Okay.
No further witnesses, Judge. We rest.
All right. Does anyone else have any other witnesses? All right, then. Mr. Barfield, recommendations.
Your Honor, I recommend that placement continue. I have no, the department remain temporary managing conservator. I have no heartburn with any increased visits, as long as it's appropriate. So I think we're moving forward.
Okay, all right. All right, then either Ms. Williamson or Ms. Webb, anything to add from CASA?
Judge, CASA has a concern with alcohol being a problem with altercations that cause removal. And there doesn't seem to be any alcohol counseling for either mother or dad. And CASA understands that mother is currently employed at a bar, and that just causes concerns based on past behavior.
Okay, well, we've done a psychological on father. I guess we need one on mom. I would assume that that would have been part of that evaluation. Is there anything, I mean, other than test them for alcohol, if they're testing negative, I don't know what else to do. Is there anything specific recommended? Did they OSAR?
Not aware of the OSAR, sir.
Ms. Harmon, do you know if there was an OSAR evaluation done with either parent?
There was not an OSAR evaluation done, but I can get that referral sent in today as well.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Let's just do an OSAR on both of them, and if they're honest about the alcohol problem, then that OSAR will come up with a recommendation, or they'll say they don't recommend anything further. And then again, that's something just like these drug tests. We can cross that off our list if it comes back with no problems. So
thank you.
Okay. Where are we? Will both parents be doing their drug tests in Pampa? I didn't hear. I heard about one or the other parent.
Yes, Judge, the service should be completed in Pampa.
Right. And I forget, what's the facility in Pampa now? It's not next step.
I am not
Prestige,
sure.
Your Honor.
All right, everybody's talking. Anybody that knows, tell me what the facility's called.
Prestige, Your Honor.
Prestige, okay. Okay, then, I will continue the department as temporary manager and conservator, continue the current placement. I will order both parents to both hair strand and UA drug screen by 4 p.m. tomorrow at Prestige in Pampa, Texas. I'm giving it till tomorrow. We've got to get the 2054s there, and we're already looking at noontime. So I will order that if each parent's hair strand and UA drug screen are negative, then that parent's visitation will be increased. And I will order both parents to undergo an OSAR evaluation and follow any recommendations. Okay, I'll set our next review hearing for January 7th, 2026. That will be by Zoom like today's hearing. Parties can ask their lawyers, or anyone can go on the court's online docket a day or two before January 7th to see exactly what time we'll have a hearing that day. Okay, we will be in recess on this case. I'll be back here in about 5 minutes to call a motion to participate case out of Gray County involving the Askin and the Hendrick children. So we'll be in recess. Everybody have a good rest of your week.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.